Hello. I can safely say hello, ladies. So, hi, dear women. We just want to offer you something to do on your own, and so it will be a fairly short flow with some relaxation and a little bit of breath work. And I think today we'll really keep it fairly low, so kind of grounding like that, with table position being our base. So there are modifications to make for your wrists, if something doesn't feel good, but also just know what to expect. So let's start in a comfortable seated position. I'm sitting on a block. You can sit on cushions or on the floor if that feels comfortable. And we'll place our hands on our belly. And just begin to connect with the breath. Tuning in with the movement of the breathing. And with the texture, the quality, even the character of the breath today. It's not something that you have to articulate to yourself verbally, but just what is the feeling, the characteristics. Is the breath today choppier, more anxious? Is there's pure love? What is the breath holding of our psychic, of our energy of today? And just acknowledging it with absolutely no judgment. So we're not going to sit here and be frustrated that we can't be wholly concentrated. Whatever it is that you bring, sit with that. And notice the movement of the breath, the movement of your belly, the movement of your baby. As you breathe, can you soften your jaw, your eyes? Can you soften the corners of your mouth? As you breathe, can you draw in your listening sense? From listening to everything out there to listening inwards to the rhythm of your heart, your breath, to internal movement, even imagining that you could listen, feel your blood flow. And as you're observing and breathing and witnessing, can you further notice all the places in your body that come in touch with the ground or the seat you're on? What is the character there? Gripping, melting, touching without any sense or feeling. Can you let yourself melt in, your awareness melt into observation and acknowledgement of the character of how your whole being is now? We'll slowly deepen the breath. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Bring your hands to your chest. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Come back to your natural breath. Perhaps it's a bit quieter, a bit deeper. And we'll gently open your eyes if they were closed and transition into a table position. So a lot of table today. Come to all fours. Spread your fingers wide. So really root into your fingertips to strengthen your wrists here by strengthening really the forearms and the muscles in your fingers. And then we'll gently just circle. Go around and forward. And around and forward. Noticing your breath, elongating the spine, reverse direction. Moving here, noticing weight on one leg, the one hand, the other hand, and other leg. And just really acknowledging the weight shift here. And then all the way back towards a child's pose. You can open the knees as wide as you want and breathe in like an arrow being shot from the top of your head. And then exhale back. Inhale. Forearms really powerful, drawing in, exhale. And like an arrow from the top of your head shooting forward. Exhale. Now if it feels good, maybe you kind of lean the pelvis just gently. You're still contracting the navel and you're still shifting the weight forward, but still very much protecting your lower back and getting a little bit of a chest opening perhaps. And back, and you can go a little slower if you'd like. Inhale, opening, and exhale back. So you'd probably not want to go any lower than here if you're further along. Listening to your body first and foremost. And back, and then back to a table position. From here, turn your fingers back and stretch your wrists. And back to the breath. If it doesn't feel good, release your hands. Even be up on your fists. There are always modifications you can make. From here, inhale, soften. As you exhale, make the sound and contract, hug the navel in. Inhale, let go, relax. Feel as if your sitting bones are expanding, your pelvic floor is softening. Exhale. Two more times. As you breathe out there, feel your spinal muscles engaging. What is the diaphragm doing? All of that. One more, soft lips. Breathing out through the teeth there, that endless exhalation. Slowly turning the arms and releasing in kind of a puppy pose. So many pregnant women find this more comfortable than a child's pose, but if you'd like a child's pose, go there, relax your head. Just let the chest sink here. Let the pelvis tilt and lift. And feel the openness through the pelvis, the softness of your tissue. Notice your breathing. Again, whatever comes in contact with the ground, the touch of your hands, the skin, your face. And come back up to a table position, cats and cows. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, round your back. Let the neck, the cervical spine continue the movement. Drop your head. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Broad collarbones, active back muscles. Exhale, round. So next time as you open and lift, you can think of gently dragging the hands in towards your knees. You'll feel your back muscles active. And round. And then sit back on your heels and take a moment to rest your wrists. So it kind of warmed a little bit. We will be more longer on hands and knees. So in this moment, you really let your wrists and fingers and hands relax. You can always modify here with a blanket underneath or a block, something to just release. Notice your spine, relax and open. Where are all the places you can let go of tension? This is one of the best preparations for birth. Releasing, 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 surrendering, surrendering, surrendering. Surrender the tension, the shoulder. For example, the eyes, whatever it is in your body. And we'll come back to a table position. Turn around, we'll extend the right leg back. You didn't have to turn around, that's just me so you can see. Extend your right leg back and extend your left arm out in the air. So worry not, as a pregnant woman, you can certainly do core work and back work. And this is it, this is just so wonderful for you. And we'll just lift that right leg up and lower the leg down. Keeping stability through shoulders and pelvis. Lift the right leg up and lower down. If you're still hugging your belly in, then you're really getting to work your glute and your hamstrings. Up and down. 2 more times. Up, down, and up and down. Place your left hand on the floor. Inhale, lift. Now you can open the chest just a little bit. Find that cow pose. And exhale in the cat pose. Bend your knee and bring it up to your right shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round and up towards the right shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. One more time. And round. Lower the right leg down, sit back, and just for a moment rest. Find your alignment, the stability, and your breath. And again, the release of tension. And we come forward again. Extend that left leg behind you, stability through the sacrum by spinning gently the left inner thigh up, and extend the right arm out, stability through the shoulders. Neck is long. Draw an imaginary line from the top of the head to your tailbone. Lift the left leg and lower. Lift and lower. Keep hugging belly in and lower 3 more times. Breathing. Lower the right arm down, lift the leg. Let the chest open just a little bit now. Exhale, round, knee up towards your shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Drop. Work in your upper back and exhale, round. One more time. Release the knee down. This time curl your toes, lean back and open the knees towards Imalasana. This is wonderful to modify with a blanket underneath your heels. This is really lovely to modify like this if needed. Think of your spine being long, hands to heart center. Focus on your breath here, gently pressing the inner knees into your elbows and your elbows into your inner knees. You may not need the blanket, that's perfectly fine. If it's way too much, you can also grab a block and sit on a block like this. This squatting position, just working with gravity. We're going to take a few rounds of breath here where you're breathing in and allowing the pelvic floor muscles to feel soft and open. And as you exhale, root your feet down, engage your inner thighs and feel the perineum gently lifting up. A few more rounds of that. No pressure or heaviness in the pelvis. If it does feel that way, then quit this posture. And then we'll lift up from the squat. So we use that pelvic power and the rooting of the feet down to now lift all the way up to standing. Clasp your fingers, reach out and feel like someone pulled the top of your head up and then melt down. Let all your joints soften. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, I'll show modification. You can just exhale and go halfway. This is perfectly fine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. We'll all meet in standing. And exhale, hands to chest. Turn your heels out. Stabilize your legs here. Feel the drawing in of the inner thighs. Grounding through the heels, and bring the back of your hands to your lower back, sacrum, and just gently rub here. So we kind of tend, as we're pregnant, right? We're being pulled forward. Just put some love into your lower back, into the sacral area, and breathe to that place. From your heels, breathing to your back body. Release the arms. Inhale, lift up through the side. Soften your hips. Forward fold. So maybe your fingertips can reach the floor. Perhaps you need a block. Let's go ahead and open here a little bit the hamstrings. Root the feet down and lift the sits bones up. Lift your quads up. Opening the chest. If you'd like, you can relax the upper back. Relax your jaw. Relax your mouth. Breathe and enjoy that space. Don't compress on the belly. You can always open your feet wider. Let's in fact open our feet a little wider and bend the knees more and just sway from side to side. So looking for that intuitive movement. And as you sway, can you soften your mouth and jaw and eyes even more? And then release and center, come up to your fingertips, and then we'll walk our hands forward towards a down dog. So if you'd like, you can step the feet a little closer to whatever is natural for you, but the feet are not too close. So they're kind of as wide as your outer hips, more or less. More or less. And in your down dog, again, root your fingertips and let's go ahead and bend the right knee and really get that left calf to stretch. Sometimes the calf will stretch more if we bend the left knee a little bit. So try that, because oftentimes as we're pregnant, we get those cramps that most of us really dislike in the calves. I remember my first one. So get a nice stretch through that left calf. And then go ahead and bend your left knee and ground towards the right heel. And then play. Perhaps if you bend the right knee a tiny bit, you get more of a stretch to your calf. Breathe into the side. You can extend the heel and ground it more. Look for that nice deep stretch. And then go ahead and find center. Here's another place for your core work. Just to bend the knees and keep pressing the hands into the floor, hugging your belly in and placing the knees quietly in slow motion down. Open the knees wide and take either a puppy stretch or a child's pose, whatever feels good for you. You can place fist on fist. So we kind of want to elevate, right? Create more space. Breathe here and relax. Scan. Can you relax your pelvic floor, your mouth, your eyes? Is there other places with excess tension you can let go of? What is your tongue doing? What is the throat doing? And come forward again to a table position. Okay. Once again, we're here. Wrists are underneath your shoulders and the knees underneath your hips. Root into all your fingertips. And once again, extend the right leg, this time back straight ahead in the air, and lift the left arm up. Hold in this diagonal for a long moment. Feel your back strong, your gaze stable, and then go ahead and bend your back knee and catch your foot if possible. Otherwise, just hold here, reaching towards one another. If you reach here, start pressing gently the foot into your hands, opening the front, the hip, the thigh, the chest, breathing here. So wonderful back up into the pregnancy. And release. Other side. Left leg back, right arm up. Breathing here. Stabilizing. And then if you'd like, begin to bend the knee. Keep that thigh high. You're working your glute, your thighs. Catch the foot perhaps. And begin to press the foot back. Opening the chest. It's that leg that's active. And release. Bring your right leg forward and your left leg back. So it's almost as if the front foot touches the knee, but you can have a bit more space. I'm sitting in a funky diagonal just so you can see me. Okay, so we'll take a very gentle twist. Really, really gentle. Your right hand will come to your right foot. Lifting up, and then we're going to take our left hand like you're taking a big dress and opening to the left. So open fingers, spin the palm up and lift your chest up. So it's really almost not a twist, but you want to let your chest broaden and your gaze spinning towards your left hand. Breathe here. Feel broad. Keep pressing the foot and the hand into each other so that whole leg is active. Nice. Release. Coming forward. And then we're looking for your hip stretch. So I could come forward and just kind of lean here. Or if I was more advanced in the pregnancy, find a block. And then for some people, it wouldn't be a problem at all to slide that back leg and find their pigeon pose. But whatever it is for you, make sure you're really staying in tune. So if I go to that first initial posture, maybe this is my hip stretch today. Wherever we are, we'll stay 5 breaths together. Long exhalations. These quiet breaths are so meaningful. Be fully present with the breath. And use your exhale to dive deep into the intensity of the posture. Not to shy away from it. Unless, of course, something is painful. But if it's intense, really diving in. Releasing. And we'll go to the other side. Bend the front knee, left knee in front of you. Right leg back. You can open a little bit. Bring the left hand to your left foot. Flex the left foot. And push the foot and the hand into each other. Already you create a lift through your body. And then, again, that visual of a big, big dress. I watched a Netflix show with this. All these big dresses. That's the image I have in my mind. Whatever it is for you, sweep open that arms, flip the palm up, reach up from the crown of the head. Even if you feel uneven, the body is not like it was before. It's ever changing. Lift the heart, lift the chest, awareness to your back body, and breathe. And then slowly release forward. Again, whatever modifications you need. Or maybe you're still in a stage where you could just slide that back leg, spin it in, and find pigeon. Of course, you can always place something, a blanket, a block, underneath your left hip. So this is another modification. I'll just go to the simplest version that I did on the other side. Your choice, whatever works for you. 5 slow, deep breaths with extra attention to those long, long exhalations. One more deep breath. Slowly release. And we'll go ahead and find our way to relaxation. So just a few minutes, not a long relaxation. There are a few ways to do it. The most classic one would be laying on your left side, perhaps with a block between your knees, a blanket for your head. This would kind of be the classic pregnancy shavasana. Another really, really nice variation is creating a little bit of a hinge, or kind of, I don't know how to call it. Not a hinge, but a diagonal for your body, so that your heart, your head is higher than your heart. And then you can just lay down like this, maybe with something for your head, and find Shavasana here. This is a lovely option. So some prefer this one and some prefer the other. Wherever you are, come into your relaxation. Maybe you want to wear some socks or sweatshirt. And when you get there, soften your thighs. Feel the inner thighs relax. And soften your quadriceps. Feel your heels heavy. And soften your belly. Everything around too. Sometimes touching feels good, but can you relax more your groins and your hip joints? And the sacrum, whether on your side or on your back, feel the sacrum soft, heavy. Soften your chest and your heart center. Soften your throat. Again, your tongue, your jaw, your eyes. Soften your forehead and your arms. All the way to your fingertips. And let yourself just lay in this bath of trust, of the ability to be vulnerable and okay with being vulnerable, and knowing that your body, that your baby all know what they're doing. We don't have to interfere so much. This is just the most beautiful experience and most humbling experience, being pregnant, giving birth. You can be the most controlling person, but there's nothing you can do here. So lean back, enjoy this magnificent, magnificent ride. And then, as this is your home practice, I invite you to stay in Shavasana if you'd like, for as long as you'd like. If you'd like to close the practice with me, then gently deepen the breath, move your fingers and toes, and come up to a comfortable seated position, whatever that is for you today. Bring the hands to touch and rub the hands, gently creating warmth, heat. And place the hands on your chest. Just feel that connection. And then lower the hands to your belly. Just this moment, this conversation of love. Hands back to heart center. Namaste.